All right, guys. This is an issue that I think some of you guys might be, God, is he going back to this again? But the reason why I'm going back to it because it keeps coming up. It is about the drivetrain. What is the drivetrain? The drivetrain consists of the crank system, the sprocket, the chain, the driver. So lately, you know, you guys notice bicycle sales been soaring. So the more bike we sell, the more of the issues we're gonna keep hearing back. So the issue we keep having to explain to everybody is, hey, my bike, I just bought it, and every time I pedal, it'll go real smooth and it'll go tight. It'll go smooth and it'll go tight. There's grinding, there's rubbing. Guys, do not sweat it. Do not throw a fit about it. Throw a fit, throw it.
The kink.
There's a fit right there. So I'm gonna explain something very, very simple. Some of you guys, again, it's the hater I actually love whenever I do stuff like this because you guys are pulling your hair out. But you guys are giving me content, so thank you very much. All right, so haters, keep hating. Okay, so if you look at this right here, this is a brand new kink launch. You guys may not see it, but as I crank, it'll get right there and it'll get really, really hard, and it'll get loose, and it'll get hard, and it'll get loose.
What are you talking about over there?
Hey, do you mind? Do you mind? You're in California, you're
I'm
wearing a
just trying
shirt that
to
says I love New
stay
York.
out of the-
Hey,
I went there.
hey, hey, jabroni.
I've been there.
Hey, you jabroni, get out of here. Hey,
You know
you,
what? I quit.
you
This job,
should
bro.
get out of here.
I'm done building wheels.
I love New York. Get out of here. So, the reason for that tight and loose, if you guys review some of the old videos that we did, and we kind of tackle the what ifs and we diagnose it. One, you guys remember, the sprocket, there is a hat washer. The sprocket, this goes in and centers it. But sometimes it goes loose and it sits off to the side and the sprocket goes tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose. Or there is a hard kink in the chain. So when you pedal, it gets to that hard kink and the kink collapses down and straightens itself out, so there's tight, loose. But guys, it's a brand new bike. Nobody's ever touched it. Nobody's ever hit anything. So how is it like that? Well, I have 3 bikes here for you guys. I want to show you guys. This one right here, very tight chain. Actually, a little too tight out of the factory. But as I go, you're going to see, it doesn't really show the loose and tight. I can feel it because it's tight. But guys, excuse me, buddy. Excuse me. Hey, not too close, okay? 6 feet. 6 feet. This is a totally different model. If you guys look, see how loose that is? And as I go, there, it's real tight. Look how tight it is. And even the cranky's hard. I'm gonna pass that part, and look how loose it is. So as you pedal, it's tight, loose, tight, loose. The reason why you guys don't see this tight, loose is because the chain's super, super tight. If I loosen this up and I crank it, you're gonna see the chain will go slack, tight, but you can see it right here, look, just barely touching it. This is loose, and as I go, it goes right here, super tight. But it's a brand new bike. Again, just in case, we're gonna try to go 3 shots. This is a brand new kink curve. Very, very tight. We're gonna go super tight. Look at that. A little bit looser. A little bit looser right there. Very loose. Why is it that? Why are you guys awake? This is a brand new bike. No, you know what? It's not because it's from Taiwan. It's not because it's from China. It's not because it's kink or fit or coat. It's not that, guys. It's the level of the bike. So, again, go back and review some of the videos that we did. Now I'm gonna go talk to you a little bit about sprocket. Hey Kim, how you doing, Kim? Okay. So why is it have that loose and tight? Here's a perfect example. This sprocket right here, this is a steel sprocket. This is a sprocket that comes on in all these entry-level bikes. They're all steel. How this is made is that there's a big giant sheet of steel. The machine goes down, bum, bum, bum. It just stamps these out like a cookie cutter. Are you yawning? Dude, this guy's yawning in the middle of this. Is it that boring?
I know your stories.
Is it that boring?
It's not that boring.
Oh my God, guys, you guys don't even know.
I woke up early.
He's yawning.
It's 5 in the morning. Proceed, man, proceed.
He's yawning. He's yawning, dude.
I'm not the audience.
So the machine is stamping. Guys, if they're stamping like this, you know the quality of it that comes out is not going to be good. If we were to go and we were to measure this right here, 35.1, 35.4, 35.4, 35.4, there was a 35.5. So in order for the bike to have a consistent roll without a tight spot, this center, it's got to equal out every single teeth. It's got to be the exact amount. There's no way you can have it with a stamp part. Some of you guys, of course there is, the machine. Guys, if they have a guy sitting there calibrating every single one that comes out on these bikes, this bike right here is not going to be $350. This bike here is going to be about $3,000, okay? And, some of you guys say, because of steel. Well, no, because even this one, this is a stock sprocket that comes on, I think, the Fit TRL. Again, this is not saying, Fit is junk or not. No, they have the aftermarket one, which is CNC'd. The QC on it is way better. But same thing with this. If you go and you measure all these parts, every single one of those, it has to equal out. And even if it equals out every single one of these, the driver back here, it's got to be equal out. The driver. Those teeth right there with the machining, it's all got to be perfect. Now, granted, this is a little bit more perfect than those. They have to machine it where the bearings fall in, the paws and spring fall in. But to test the tolerance of every single one, guys, if they're out there making that many bikes and trying to sell bikes this cheap, some corners got to be cut. It's not going to be that. Demolition, the old demolition. This thing's casted. It's casted, forged. It's one of those things. It's not going to be 100%. The cog in the back. This is, again, if you look at it, you can see. If you see one side smooth and one side's got a little lip, it's stamped. These things are boom, 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 like hundreds of thousands of them flying out. You got a profile one. This is machine. You got a guy loading it and unloading. Loading it and unloading it. You got a guy that actually goes in and give it a little bit more QC than any of these. But I will guarantee you there is a slight imperfection in some of these. But this is more round. If we were to put this on this bike, it will be more consistent, but it still won't be 100%. If some of you guys out there are saying, no, there's 100%, you're lying. There's no way, because these are bicycles. They're not high-end machine. If this was a high-end machine and it was to go faster, the imperfection will completely destroy the bike, but it isn't. They know that you're gonna take this bike out, you're gonna grind, you're gonna hit stuff. So a lot of times they're like, hey, the QC, that's good enough. But if you want it to be more true, get yourself an aftermarket one. But be aware, the aftermarket one is still gonna be off. Guys, the hat washer I was explaining. In order for that to be centered, hat washer has to be completely perfect. The sprocket that the hat washer go in has to be 100% perfect with each other. The driver in the back has to be 100%. There's no way. So once in a while, just like the Fit that you saw, how it's more loose than this, so sometimes the sprocket imperfection and the rear driver imperfection, it meets at the same spot. So it becomes very loose and very tight. These bikes right here, it happens to be distributed a little bit further. So that's why it's a little bit more consistent. But I've shown you all 3 bikes. One that is super tight, but it goes all the way around. One is as obvious, you can see it. One is kind of. If I went through every single one of the, you're yawning again.
That wasn't a yawn.
You're slipping.
You're.
Look, you see all those bike guys, see all the, I guarantee you every single one of those are gonna have a tight, loose. But is that like gonna damage anything? Is it gonna harm anything? No, it's not. Guys, realistically, what are you gonna do with this bike anyway? You're gonna put pegs on it, you're gonna go and bunny hop, and you're gonna hit stuff with it. You're gonna damage it. So to sit there and complain about something like that, it's pointless. Now some of you guys might go, hey, you know what? That's nonsense, foo. You don't know nothing. You're a dipshit. Hey, I have a road bike, it does this. I have a mountain bike, it does that. Guys, if you notice on a road bike, a mountain bike, it has the rear derailleur. Try it. Go and pedal it, and you can see the derailleur, it moves a little. That compensates for that imperfection. You guys just don't see it. Now, I've worked on some fixed gear. There's some fixed gear that is a little bit more straight. That's because some of those companies, they put a little bit more care into it. They don't mass produce as much. And sometimes you're just lucky. So, I'm going to say it again. Every bike you're gonna buy, it's going to have that. Is it going to damage the bike? No. Is it normal? Absolutely. Don't stress it, guys. Okay? Whether you buy a bike from us or whether you buy a bike from somebody else, it's gonna have that issue. Don't stress it. Get on the bike and just go shred. You guys, comment, like, dislike.
The last video got 200 comments.
Yeah, I guess, you know what? These guys love me. They don't want to see me suffer. Right? Some of you guys, hey, dude, hey.
No, you said 200 and you have to do this.
No, it wasn't 200.
Yes, 200
No,
comments.
it wasn't 200. It was 5.
500?
Yeah. It was 5, I swear to God. Dude, 200? No way. You're gonna check this. You're gonna check this. Buddy, you know what, guys? I don't do drugs. I think if anything, the closest thing I ever do to drugs is coffee. But you know what? That did not work with me. So as amusing as you guys think it is, it really jacked me up. And you know what, guys? So I want to see you guys engage in whoever gets to number 200.
Oh my.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I'm gonna shout you out.
Did I say
200.
that?
Yeah, you have to take the hot sauce and you have to shout out this kid.
Oh.
You guys know when I'm on that, woo, man, I'm gonna be go.
That was it. And here he is, number 200. He wrote comment 200, Buffalo Bill.
Oh my God!
You gotta shout out Buffalo
Oh my
Bill.
God! And all
You
the
should have
time-
picked a bigger number. You messed yourself up.
I didn't think. Oh God! Okay, Buffalo Bill. Okay, so what am I gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna end this video now. This will be in tomorrow's video. You'll see it. So you're gonna have to tune in on Thursday. So this will drop tomorrow, which will be today for you guys Wednesday. So like, share, comment, subscribe. We're gonna get food to do something
Oh my God.
for Buffalo Bill. So shout out to you, Buffalo, right?
Oh God!
Good luck, boo.